Today I'm going to be spilling all the teas on things you should know before you go thrifting. Before I go on, thrifting has nothing to do with brokenness. We thrift because we get to buy high-end brands for chickeny money, for small money. Sometimes we get to buy things 10% or even 5% the original price. I personally have been thrifting for more than 10 years. As a teenager, thrifting was all I could afford. I couldn't afford to buy brand new clothes, so thrifting was to the rescue. My elder sister loves it when I thrift for her. I have really good eyes. When I go into a thrift shop or when I go to my local market to thrift or to buy, bend down. Okay, in Nigeria, they used to call it bend down, select or okrika. Anyone, when I go there to buy things, I come out with the best. Why? Because I'm experienced and I have like a very nice fashion taste. So today I'm going to be pouring out my expertise on you. I'm going to be sharing with you the knowledge I have gathered for the past 10 years. 10 years plus of experience. I'm going to be telling you if like this is the first time you're going to go thrifting, or if you've been thrifting and then you end up not buying nice things. Like when other people go to buy thrift, they come out with really nice things, and when you go to buy thrift, you come out with not so good things, things that it's making you feel so discouraged to want to thrift. I'm going to be telling you tips on how to thrift. You should know these things before you start thrifting. So tip number 1, location. Before you start thrifting, you should get acquainted with different markets and what these markets specialize on. You should know, okay, where will I get the best thrifted shoe? Is it this market or this market? Where will I get the best thrifted jeans? Is it this market or this market? So you should get acquainted. There are some markets where I am that the whole market is for thrifting, but then they have their different section. When you go to this row, you know that everything you're going to be seeing are underwears. When you go to this row, everything you're going to see are dresses, are thrifted. So you should get acquainted. But then if you're the type of person that you don't like stress, you prefer to like just walk into a shop, or you prefer to thrift online, you should also get acquainted with different online thrift vendors or just online shops that the clothes and everything has already been sorted. All you need to do is to just walk and see. But in my local market, they actually call it bend down select. That place, the clothes are not sorted, you be the one to sort them out. If you don't like that stress, get acquainted with different thrift shops around you or online thrift vendors. That will go a long way. 2, have a list. Before you start thrifting, or just normal, or before you go to the market or anything, you should have a list. You should have a vision of what you want. What do I lack in my wardrobe? As I'm going thrifting, what do I want to buy? Am I going to buy undies? Am I going to buy shoe? Am I going to buy dresses? Do I need trousers? Am I thrifting for jewelries? You should always have a list. It's going to save you time. Why you're having a list is that so you get to know the section you're going to. If you know you want to go and thrift for underwears, you know, okay, after you've known your location, you've known, okay, there are sections, you know that, okay, today I'm going to go and thrift for innerwear, today I'm going to thrift for dresses. You walk to the dress section and then you start buying. So have a list. Tip number 3 is quality. Quality. When you're buying a thrifted dress, do not just be like, oh my god, this dress is nice, it's beautiful. Inspect it. I always make sure I inspect my dresses. I used to turn them upside down. I will check, is there stain? Is there hole? Is it torn? Does it look faded? Can this thing last if I wear it? Like, can this dress last can this dress last for the next 1 year, 2 years? If I wash it once, will it lose shape? Will it lose color? You're going to inspect that. Quality is everything. Don't just go and be like, oh, it's cheap because it's cheap, and then you just want to pack anything and go home. No. When you see a dress you like, inspect it. Take your time, check for holes, check for stains, check for anything you don't like. If it has hole, if it has stains, if it has hole and you see that, okay, the hole is not something you can amend, drop it. If you check and you see that the cloth is stained, and from your calculation, if you look, okay, if I wash this cloth, the stain is not going to come out, drop it. Just because you're going thrifting, that doesn't mean you have to bring home trash. You can actually bring home quality items from a thrift shop. So you have to check out for quality. Look out, okay, after washing this clothes, will it fade? How many wash can this thing go? Will it last me for the next 2 years? Does the material look faded? Does it look faint? Does it look too light? Is the material looking weak? All of that, you should have it in mind. Thrifting does not mean you have to buy trash. When it comes to thrift, quality is topmost for me. It doesn't matter if I spent $1, if I have to spend $20 or $30. It doesn't matter if you have to spend maybe 200 naira on thrift, 1,000 naira, 5,000, 10,000 naira on thrift. What matters is that your money, every penny you're spending should be worth it. Don't just be like, oh, because I'm buying this cheap and it's very cheap, or maybe it's just $1 or it's 1,000 naira. You just want anything, like you just pick anything. Don't do that. Quality is top most. Before I continue, do you wear used clothes? And how do you feel about wearing used clothes? You could comment in the comment section. Tip number 4, only buy what you need. I used to be a victim of this. I used to be so excited about the whole thrifting stuff, how I could get really cheap things, and then I go and be buying things based on impulse. I buy things that I already have or things that I really do not need, because I used to feel like, oh, it's just 200 naira. So when you buy things that you don't need or you already have, you waste time and you waste money. So only go with things that you really, really need. So by doing that, you're going to be saving time and you're going to be saving money. Tip number 5 is always bring a friend along or bring a buddy. I love going thrifting with my friends. I love going thrifting with my sister, because there's always somebody there to talk to, somebody that it's easy for you to rub mind, somebody that's going to be like, oh, okay, the dress looks good on you. Like, you're going to have somebody who is going to give you like maybe a fourth eye to like, okay. Some of those thrift people, they'll tell you that, they'll just tell you that, this thing looks good because they want to sell. But if you're going with a genuine friend, that your friend is going to be able to tell you, girl, this thing looks nice. No, this particular garment doesn't suit your body shape. So always go with a friend. It saves you. It makes the whole thrifting experience enjoyable and something you look forward to going. And then it's to like limit the amount of it will limit the way you pick like maybe wrong pieces. Tip number 6 is read labels. Don't just go and be like, oh, this thing is fine, it's like this, and then you pick it. No, always take your time to read labels. Always take your time to know, what is this cloth made of? Is it wool? Is it polyester? Is it silk? Is how many percent wool? How many percent cotton? Just take your time. Can I bleach it? Is it dry clean only? Is it tumble dry? Take your time to read. With that, you'll be able to know, okay, do I want to pick? If you're picking wool, you know that, okay, after a while it's going to start, hairs will start coming out of it. It gives you like, for you to be able to make an informed decision if you should buy it or not. Are you going to only dry clean, or can you bleach it, or can you dry it under the sun? All of that. So always learn to read labels. So tip number 7 is sizing. Before you go thrifting, you should know your size. And when you see something you like, you should always check out for the size. Is this my size? You don't want to invest your money and time on an item and only for you to go home and realize that this clothes is too small, or it doesn't just sit well. I personally, when I go thrifting, I love to like test the clothes. I want to see how it fits me. I'm not just going to be like, I'm shy or anything. I will test it. Do these clothes fit me? Is it my style? Is it long enough? Is it too tight? So that at the end of the day, I don't get to waste my money and I don't get to waste time. And something you should know, that if you like a dress so much and then you don't get to sit in your size, it's always good for you to always buy something a size bigger than a size smaller. Why? Is because when you buy something that is a little bit bigger than you or bigger than you, it's easy for you to adjust it to your size, compared to when you buy it and it's smaller. It's going to be like a total waste of money. But if it's like a size bigger or is bigger in general, it's manageable. You can take it to a good tailor to like tailor it to suit you. So always look out for sizing. Don't just be like, oh, you like it and you pick it. Study the material, check for the size. So when you're going thrifting, you should have in mind of the location you want to buy the thrift. You should have a list of what you want to buy in the thrift. You should always go for quality instead of quantity. Quality. Only buy what you really need. Go with a friend or go with a buddy. Check for labels, and lastly, check for sizing. Check for the size. It's always better to buy a size bigger than a size smaller, because when it's bigger, it's easy to adjust. If this video was helpful, do not forget to hit the like button and watch the next video.